good, y'all? It's the Demouchets React, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we're new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, all right? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
The experience I had yesterday in the UK might be the most shocking experience I've had to date as an American traveling here. So yesterday I had some pain in the bottom of my stomach, which my brother had appendicitis, so I'm always nervous anytime I get some kind of pain in my stomach area. So I have travel medical insurance, but I had to go to an urgent care facility that's run by the NHS. So they check me in, they take my information, and the biggest shock that I've ever actually seen with my two eyes is there was no ask for insurance, there was no ask for payment, there was no ask for anything. So I checked in. Luckily, I saw the doctor, and they went through the assessment, and I'm feeling a lot better today. I'm fine. I'm good. The doctor said I'm good. Or what do you guys call it? The GP? The GP said I was good. But for me, as an American, to come here, as a traveler on holiday, to go into an urgent care, to get seen, to walk out and not have a bill, my brain, I can't process it. Granted, I know the taxation here pays for the NHS and all that, and there's a lot of things that people always comment about the NHS, this, that, and the other. But for me, I remember a point in my life where I'm allergic to like random tree roots, like random things, and there was this pre-workout that I drank one time. And it started to make me have an allergic reaction, so I didn't have an EpiPen. So I took some allergy medication, and I went and sat in the hospital parking lot at home. And I told my friend, the only way I want you to take me in that door is if I'm unconscious. Now, obviously, I don't recommend that. That's not me giving you advice. But at the time, I had no money. I had no insurance. And the last thing that I wanted in my life was an extra medical bill. I say all of this to say that I know there's people at home that have problems or need to be seen, and they won't go in because they know the bill that follows. The system here is not perfect, but the fact that me, a traveler from another country, could go in, be seen about a problem that I thought I had, and I walk out without a bill is incredible. Now, luckily there was nothing wrong with me, but the fact that I didn't have a bill is just an incredible blessing. It's just insane, and my brain can't process it because at home they charge me for every little thing that they can. So I just wanted to give you that experience because I've made so many videos about my experiences here in the UK, and that's the first time I've had this one, and it's the craziest one yet.
I think though, at the end of the day, this is like free game to people that's in high school, especially seniors, because they got juniors, sophomores, however they go. They got their vehicles, they're learning life, they will be going to the world soon, and for any incidents, they may have to go to the hospital. Like me, when I got in my car accident when I was young, I went in the hospital. I laid on a stretcher bed. I don't know why I stayed there for so long. I was ready to go, not knowing nothing about a bill. But now in my older age, I'm like, for any particular reason, I really wouldn't want to go inside no hospital.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? But because the bill at the end of the day, regardless, is still going to be there for you. Mm-hmm. It's not what you want it to be.
Yeah, even with insurance, you're always like, do I want this bill? Mm-hmm. Is it hurting that bad? Mm. What natural remedy can I use to get rid of it?
Gotta get it going.
Mm-hmm. Britt, you have absolutely no idea how fancy your life looks to the average American. So let me just give you a few examples of why Americans think Europeans and Brits in general live a fancier lifestyle than the Americans. First off, there is an abundance of luxury cars in the UK. An American generally isn't going to be buying BMWs. The average American is going to be driving something like a Ford or a Chevy or a Mercury, something like that. To drive a BMW, a Mercedes, a Lexus, that is a pure luxury item. They're just in abundance here. I think a BMW, in my opinion, is like driving a Ford in the US. Next thing is, we have fancy things like kettles, you guys, okay? So to have an electric kettle is actually quite fancy, and people don't even realize that that's actually a fancy item to have. There are some Americans who have them, but a lot don't, and they just put their water in the microwave. It's weird. And lastly, things like chocolate and our food in general, it does seem fancier because you can get a lot of fancier foods in the UK than you can in the United States. Even just cheeses. And that's because these food items are literally imports in the US. But over here, they're like just in the normal cheese aisle or the normal food aisle. You're not gonna see these things or buy these things in America. If you want these things, you often have to go to a specialty store or order them in, and often they cost an awful lot of money. So over here, we are quite fancy, but that's just normal life.
I want to talk about this. So this is why it's important to know that no state in the U.S. is identical to another state. It don't matter how close they are. Because us coming from Louisiana, going to Texas, one state over, a few hours over.
Right.
We were so surprised to see so many luxury cars be the norm.
No, real talk. Yeah.
So, and I have a kettle, so I don't know. Just differences in, wherever you're from in the United States.
As an American visiting London for the first time, I will say, as I'm walking through the streets and getting my steps in, I've noticed that I'm hearing just a lot of rude comments about Americans in general. Like, it's just normalized to hate on Americans very casually here. People will say things like, dumb American, or of course they're from America, or of course there's Americans here. But never once have I heard somebody say of course they're from Australia, or of course Australians, or Canadians. But I always hear it about Americans here, even just as I'm walking through the streets. I'm not sure if many people in Europe understand that the population of the state of California alone is basically the same, if not more, than the population of Australia. So I'm there's a lot more to America than just your typical American. And I'm it's just strange to me how normalized and how casual people are with hating on Americans. That's just my take. Definitely a hot take, but that's my opinion.
Crazy work, man. We're gonna stop it right there. That's why you really gotta, first impression is everything. You really gotta show up to improve, and not necessarily to impress, but just to know that you're an improved version of yourself, and you don't gotta deal with any slick comments like that. But when they look at you and they recognize that you're not fitting the average Joe that they look at on TV, then they be like, that's when you probably get to stare. Because they want to know what happened, why you different.
And they also need to stop believing in the stereotypes.
Yeah, 100%. Hurting your head with that one.
Yes.
And your relationships.
Yes, open your mind to an American when you see them. They may blow your mind,
I think they're really traumatized for something.
Oh, yeah.
I think they're really traumatized.
The government just be making it so hard for us.
We met people, y'all, and it was I would never step foot on United States soil, bro. Ever. It's they really not doing it, y'all. They done that. Cooked both sides.
Yeah. All right, y'all. We hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon.
Peace.